On this week's Keepin' It Real, Cam Marston stands at the register at a coffee shop, and what comes out of his mouth is a complete surprise to him.
Last week, I bought a coffee and a t-shirt at a coffee shop. And at that awkward moment when the person at the register spins the pad around for me to sign and enter a tip amount, I asked the guy, "How much should I tip you for this?" I've never asked that question before. The moment I thought about asking it was after I had said it. Tipping's got out of hand. A few weeks back at a hotel in Colorado, every transaction at the hotel automatically included a 25% tip and then space on the bill to add more. At the hotel coffee shop, I'd buy a coffee, they'd hand me an empty cup and point me to the coffee pots across the way, and then ask for a tip, and then ask me to round up for some sort of something, adding more money to the transaction. You and I are paying a lot more for what we used to get and then doing the work ourselves. More and more people want you and me to add money to our transaction for doing their job. I know I sound old and curmudgeonly, but dang it, it's getting out of hand. That's why this transaction at the coffee shop stood out. "How much should I tip you for this?" I asked the guy. And he said, "Nothing. I've done my job. I poured you a coffee and rung you up at the register. You don't even want a bag for your t-shirt. There's no tip necessary." I wept. I tell people that if I order food or drink standing up, I don't tip. You shouldn't tip for service if you're standing. That's what I say. That's my rule. However, follow me around and you'll see that I seldom obey my own rule. That awkward moment when the person at the register is waiting for you to add your tip so they can complete the transaction. They're watching, and I give in nearly every time. I'm weak. Similarly, my wife and I recently changed homeowners insurance. I then get an email to download their contractor's app and a page of instructions about how to use their app to take photos and videos of my house so they can confirm the insurance quote. In addition to downloading the app, it would require complex passwords, two-step authentications, and likely headaches and time on the phone with their service team. Though branding it as a simple tool that wouldn't take much time, they were asking me to do their job. I simply replied to the email that I'm not going to do it. That's their job, and that's what I'm paying them for. I could sense the eye rolls on the other side, and they said they'd send out a representative to collect the information. It was a small win. If you agree with me, if you're frustrated about paying more and more for what you're getting and doing their job along the way, let me hear from you. Send me a donation, and I'll continue to beat this drum on our behalf. And please, don't forget to round up. I'm Cam Marston, and I'm just trying to keep it real.
To hear more commentaries, search for Keepin' It Real with Cam Marston on your favorite podcast app, or follow Cam Marston on social media.